Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, folks. Good morning. Sorry for the late start here. All right, let's get started here. So for today, Wednesday the 16th, we have the following information. Core retail sales came in better than expected. Retail sales month over month came in better than expected. At 9:15 a.m., we'll have capacity utilization rate and industrial production. Neither of these are important reports. At 10 a.m., we'll have business inventories month over month and the NAHB Housing Market Index. Neither of these are important reports. At 12 p.m., FOMC member Hammock will speak. This is not expected to have significant impact, but at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, we will have Fed Chair Powell speaking, which is expected to have substantial impact. Then right at market close, we'll have TIC long-term purchases, which is not expected to have a significant impact. All right, having said that, markets are poised to open lower today. We can see clearly that the QQQ ETF will gap down substantially from where it closed yesterday, and that also puts it below the the swing low that we saw here on the 14th. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, having said that, we did not find any opportunities yesterday that met. Well, we found an opportunity that met our criteria, but didn't work out. That was Palantir, PLTR, which sorry, which was able to move up, but did not move up in the manner that we were looking for. And that was that. So let's take a look at the pre-market, see what's moving right now. And I'm just going to have to rush through this. So bear with me 1 second. All right. So here's what we have so far. Actually, so far I don't see anything. It's just a little strange, but as of the moment, I don't see anything showing up on the scan. Yeah, I do not. ICAD, okay. Yep, that qualifies as up 68.39%, 3.6 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share, right? So that definitely qualifies. I can add that to our list. Okay, and next up is, yeah, I'm surprised I'm not seeing anything showing up on my scan at all. I'll have to check that later. But next up is TGO. Let's see. Oops. And yep, that's up 49.5%, 20.7 million shares, at least $1 per share. So TGL qualifies. Mira, MIRA, that's currently up 43% on 17.8 million shares, at least $1 per share. So that qualifies. PCTX, that is currently up 35% roughly, 12.2 million shares roughly. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll add BCTX to the list. Next up is, I think HTZ, isn't that? Oh, okay, yeah. HTZ Hertz, that's currently up about 19, well, say 18.9% on about 5.9 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll add HTZ. NVIDIA, that is currently down 6.73% on 17.5 million shares. And it's at least $1 per share, of course. So we'll add NVIDIA to our list. And of course, that means MVDL would be down as well. That's currently down 13.37%. So if you want to look at that one too, you can. NVDL is the symbol. That's the leverage ETF for NVIDIA. AMD currently down 7.41%, 2.4 million shares. Of course, that qualifies, so we'll add that to our list. And then we have RDHL, which is presently down 11.01% on 5.4 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share, so we'll add that. All right, I have to check my scanner to see why it wasn't working this morning, but either way. All right, now it works. That's where now all of a sudden the stocks are showing up. So that's a little strange, but there we go. All right, so we will wrap up for today's pre-market pulse. Please be sure to like the video and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, folks. And if you are watching this video on a replay and not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. There will be a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 11 minutes at this point, and then we'll pick up for today's trading session, okay? All right, folks, again, please be sure to hit the like button. I see we have 5 likes, but more than 5 people watching, so please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. All right. All right, folks, have a great trading day, and I'll see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Take care.